In the previous video, we looked at customizing the properties of our tkinter window form. In this video, we will use a Spinbox widget. We will also bind the Enter key on the keyboard to one of our widgets. Then, we'll control the appearance of our Spinbox widgets. We're using our tabbed GUI, and we'll add a Spinbox widget above the scroll text control. This simply requires us to increment the scroll text row value by 1 and to insert our new Spinbox control in the row above the entry widget. I've opened a file named spinbox.py. Here, we first add the Spinbox control. Place this code above the scroll text widget. How will our GUI get modified? Let's check it out. Notice how our new Spinbox control defaults to a width of 20, pushing out the column width of all controls in this column. This is not what we want. Also, we gave the widget a range from 0 to 10, and it defaults to show the 2 equals 10 value, which is the highest value. If we try to reverse the from to range from 10 to 0, tkinter does not like it. Do try this out for yourself. Okay, so now let's reduce the size of the Spinbox widget. We have now reduced the width of the Spinbox control, which aligned it in the center of the column. Next, we add another property to customize our widget further. BD is a shorthand notation for the border width property. Here, we added the border width property of the Spinbox, which automatically makes the entire Spinbox appear no longer flat, but three-dimensional. Now, we add functionality to the widget by creating a callback and linking it to the control. This will print the selection of the Spinbox into scroll text as well as onto stdout. We added /n to print out new lines. The variable named scr is our reference to the scroll text widget. Notice how the default value does not get printed. It is only when we click the control that the callback function gets called. By clicking the arrow with a default of 10, we can print the 10 value. Now, instead of using a range, we can also specify a set of values. This will create the following GUI output. Here, we restrict the values available to a hard-coded set. This could also be read in from a data source, for example, a text or XML file. The next task, controlling the appearance of our Spinbox widget. We could do so by a property that makes them look either in relief, sunken, or an erased format. We will add one more Spinbox control to demonstrate the available appearance of widgets using the relief property of the Spinbox control. How to do it? First, let's increase the border width to distinguish our second Spinbox from the first Spinbox. Both of our Spinbox widgets above have the same relief style. The only difference is that our new widget to the right of the first Spinbox has a much larger border width. In our code, we did not specify which relief property to use, so the relief defaulted to tk.sunken. Here are the available relief property options that can be set: tk.sunken, tk.raised, tk.flat, tk.groove, and tk.ridge. By assigning the different available options to the relief property, we could create different appearances for this widget. Let's try something else now. I'm assigning the tk.ridge relief and reducing the border width to the same value as our first Spinbox widget. The GUI will change like so. By giving it a different relief, the differences became visible without having to change any other properties. Isn't that great? Awesome! We learned how to use Spinbox Control, customize its appearance in this video. In the next video, let's see how to add extra features to our window, namely creating tooltips and using Canvas widget.